Would you date you? Why and how I date myself. So basically, just to sum it all up, I date myself to avoid enmeshment. And I talked about this in another video where if you are not focused on your own individual self and your own individual pursuits, you will become enmeshed and codependent on your partner. And that is one of the, for me, worst, most anxiety producing, most uncertain predicaments that I ever put myself in was depending on him for just about everything, for my happiness, for my shelter, for the food in the refrigerator, like depending on him for too much. And to avoid that enmeshment, that is why I have started to date myself. I have learned to enjoy my own company. And I think this is very important and will help you to not become enmeshed. That enmeshed feeling, it might feel good, but when that person or when your partner doesn't need you or doesn't want or wants their space or decides to end the relationship, the opposite of that enmeshment feeling is like 10 times worse. It's just like so much heartbreak and so much pain. And I've experienced this once, and I mean, it literally took me to a therapist. I had to go talk to a therapist because I was so infatuated and consumed and enmeshed with this boy. And we weren't even official, we were just dating. And once he broke it off, I lost myself. I lost my identity. So it's very important for you to date yourself, love yourself, spend time with yourself. The first way that I date myself is I maintain my hobbies. For example, YouTube. I keep up with this. I keep up with the comments. I keep up with chatting. I keep up with talking to you all on Instagram. I keep up with the gay community. There are other things that I do, which are like wine tastings and just going out and watching a new movie or doing different things like that. And I think it's just important to maintain just some type of thing that you enjoy that has nothing to do with anybody else. So back to hobbies. This isn't a good hobby for me, YouTube. Another example is just furniture flipping. I used to do that very often, just taking an old piece from a thrift store or that I found on an auction online, painting it, reselling it, or staging it in our house. Well, not staging it, but putting it in our house. So yeah, maintaining your hobbies. What did you do before you even met the person that you're dating? Make sure you are maintaining that and spending time doing those things. Another thing that I do are movie dates. So I'll just go see movies that I think are really good. And I mean, I kind of go all out with this. I will get like a large popcorn, bring in one of those like little things of wine, get me some candy, and I mean, make it like a whole thing. Even taking yourself out to dinner, like make it as if you were doing it with someone else. Like all those things that you want to do with someone else or that you wish you could do with someone else, do that by yourself. And for me, that was like movies. I always like wanted to go on like movie dates and go to like the dine-in movies and sit in the recliner chair and just be serviced. Do that with yourself. So for me, this is like one of those things I do probably like once a month, but this is a date that I truly love and enjoy. A third idea is just like walks. And for those of you that aren't really into nature, this probably wouldn't be a good thing, but I love to go for walks. And we have like different ravines and like a metro park with a beautiful trail in it, and even like biking. I just love to put in headphones, listen to music, or even just listen to like nature in and of itself, and just kind of get lost in just being in the fresh air, in nature, that feeling, and just feel the wind, smell the leaves changing, which is happening right now. Or even when you're outside, which it'll be winter pretty soon. Even during the winter time, sometimes I go for walks. You just bundle all the way up, grab you a thermos or a coffee mug and put some hot chocolate in it, spike the hot chocolate, like do things that you would love to do. And I think that you can like finesse and make things better instead of just going for a walk and like there not being anything fun. Like I was saying, add music, add a drink, make a custom drink. It doesn't even have to be alcoholic. And grab a sketchbook, grab a journal, go out and write, do a painting, do some drawing, but do something that just evokes that creativity in you, that is fun for you, that makes you just happy, that has nothing to do with anyone else. My fourth and final idea is just having a wine night with yourself. So I love doing like movie nights with myself at home, drinking like a different type of wine, and even just cooking something. And I think this is actually probably one of my favorite things, especially when I was single, before I like was dating like all the time, which I wasn't dating all the time, but I did like keep maybe 2 or 3 guys dating in like rotation just because I didn't want to like give anyone too much attention, but that's for another video. But I used to just love to get like a nice glass of wine and just like actually immerse myself and enjoy cooking a meal for myself. Put on some R&B music in the background, and to me, that turned into a date. Light you a candle, and I mean literally, what can be better than that? Enjoying a meal that you slowly made by yourself from scratch with a good glass of wine. Now you have a nice little buzz and you have good music in the background. Do a candlelit dinner with yourself. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I just wanted to talk about just how important it is to date yourself and why you should date yourself and how I do date myself. And I always like to also just point out, like, if you wouldn't want to spend time with yourself and if you didn't want to date yourself, why would anybody else want to do it? So can't wait to talk to you all in the comments below. Let me know what you think and any ideas that you all have for the community to just, throw out about what you do to date yourself, and if you think that it is important to date yourself, or if you don't think it's important to date yourself, and why that is. Very curious to know, eager to talk to you all. On that note, remember to be the change you wish to see today. Take care.